It's me, Tina Temple. I don't know if you're feeling it, but the starseed in me is resonating at a higher and higher frequency these days. I mean, it could just be like sunspots, but the whole planet feels like it's about to explode or something. So I have decided to give you a little treat. I'm going to do a reading for all the different generations, like the boomers, the millennials, the Gen X, Gen Z, and the Alpha, right? So the boomers are also known as indigo kids, and we're going to pick a card here, and we're going to see if they are ready for the cosmic upgrades, right? So here we go. Strength. Oh my God. We all have such power to manifest whatever we want, And we can just tap into that through the archetype and symbols from before. If you're older and you're like a boomer, just think about Lambert and like Leo the Lion. And then there was that one with the frosted flakes. They're great. Tony the Tiger. Yeah, they are great. But, I think these days they're filled with glyphosate because they started, harvesting wheat by soaking it with glyphosate, and then when it's soaked and with poison and falls down, they collect it and feed it to you. So unless you're poor, I wouldn't eat that, Anyway, let's get on to the millennials and the Gen Z. Those are the star seeds. They are the ones that came from like Orion and the Pleiadians, like I am. And what else? There's the Arcturians, right? So let's do a little picky on that one. Oh my God, this is such a great card. This is all about flowing your emotions back and forth because, as you know, water represents emotion, and you don't want to hold them in one state because that's like takes a lot of energy. It's like stopping a pendulum mid-swing, It's like and then you're gonna just hold it like with all this effort, like a person, just like, I don't know, rigor mortis or something. And where would you even get an emotion to hold that long? Clarity about a situation. I'm never that clear about anything, righteous anger or grief. Please. There's nothing that's so important that you have to stick to your opinion or your guns about it. Just focus on the light, the cocoon surrounding you of light. That's your auric field. That's the light cocoon. And concentrate on that and raising your vibration with like appreciation of whatever you can, Just let things go back and forth fluidly, like gender and morals. Should you sleep with your best friend's husband? Well, if you do, just forget about it. And that way, when you see her again, you won't feel guilty. And if you need money and you invest in some stocks like Boeing and Raytheon, I know ultimately you're profiting off boom booms that are unaliving kids. But if it wasn't us doing it, somebody else would. So don't worry about the consequences because even the government doesn't get any, right? They're just like genociding away and nothing happens. So just do for you what's right in the moment, So let's get on. We got one more generation, the Alpha generation. This is the one with the Aquarian solar energy that we're going to see culminating as we get into the Aquarian age. They're going to shift us out of this third density heaviness and push us into the fourth density. They're going to transform us from 3D flesh and blood to light bodies, where we're just going to expand forever in the intergalactic wonderfulness. So let's see how they're going to lead us forward and what kind of energy they're going to have doing that. Well, chaos and destruction can be good. You got to break down the old systems and bring in some new ones. And when there's a fire, sometimes there's a house left standing. If you paint the root blue, it might be yours. Or, if there's like a tornado, sometimes one's okay. If you just use the power of positive thought to protect yourself, and it's very similar. If you're going to have to be forced because you're poor to eat, frosted flakes, that have glyphosate, you're just eating that poison. Just think positive thoughts about being healthy, and that will help you transform that into good stuff. So don't worry about that because, we're about to enter the time light shift anyway. We're going to split and we're going to leave all this behind. And, if you can't manage to raise your vibration because you're like, oh, no, boom booms are bringing that in my head, or like I'm stuck on the cold cement because the bank kick me out after raising my rent and I'm on a fixed income. Well, you're just going to have to figure it out, you know, get some salt lamps and something to focus on. You could be like, oh, wow, those boom dooms are coming down in a really cool way. Or you could be like, oh, this cold cement is really flat and pretty. It's a nice surface. It's amazing that we have this, you know, and all that appreciation will raise your vibration so that, you know, when that split comes, you'll be transformed into your light body too. And if you get left behind, well, you know, it's going to be about 10 centuries or so before we get any more prophets, I think. So, you know, really work hard on that. I mean, I know it does sound a little bit like the Christians with their rapture, but it's totally different. Christianity is a total cult. So don't forget, raise your vibration and like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and namaste. Bye.